Hello, my name is Kramer Jackiebeck.
I'm Stephanie Geldis.
Hi, I'm John Dale.
My name is Lisa Bradley. Historically, Ithaca College has held its last year of the physical therapy program in a metropolitan area surrounded by a rich medical community. As we pursue our degree as a doctor of physical therapy, the exposure to the wide networking opportunities with professionals and physicians in the field, a broad spectrum of patients, and our very accomplished professors adds a priceless component to our education.
First, coming into Rochester, I thought it was just going to be really another year of school, just another year we have to get done. But it's not that. It's not another year of school. It's a lot different than any undergrad or even last year's grad year. It's a completely different setting. It's a completely new set of teachers. It's a lot harder material. It's almost like it's not college anymore. It's like a step up.
I was kind of like, I feel like I was one of those people that was kind of like impartial to it. I guess I saw the positives and negatives of both. Leaving Ithaca was just kind of like, it was kind of a bummer because we've been there for 5 years already. But I also saw the benefits of going to Rochester, like all the facilities that we have, that we get to use, and the faculty that we get to, interact with.
I was a little confused as to why we had to relocate, but after seeing everything that we've had to do up here and our integration with the medical community around here, it makes complete sense. I don't think it's an experience that could be reproduced in Ithaca.
Now I get it. Like now I get why we're actually here. I feel like the faculty have just been like absolutely stellar. We get to we learn so much. We get to use Strong Hospital and all their resources. We get to see, we have lectures from all those doctors as well. So I feel like that's a resource that is just totally beneficial.
I know that they were in the Bronx before, and again, I think it's kind of the need to be in a somewhat metropolitan area to really get the education that we're looking for, to have people be able to come in, have physicians, other medical professionals come in and give lectures, to have the ability to use the sim lab at the nursing school for cardiac patients. Just really important things that we may not get through our internships that are necessary for the education that we need to be doctors of physical therapy.
Yesterday we had a doctor come in just to talk to us about diabetes. Like, you don't get that anywhere else, really. When I heard about it, I thought it was a total shame. It'd be almost a disservice to future classes to not have them experience this and have the same opportunities as us. I think it would weaken the program greatly.
I just don't think the program would have kind of the clout that it does, and that's basically the reason that I found Ithaca. I don't think it would have really been on my radar if it hadn't been for the highly reputable PT program.
Well, I was pretty shocked because I feel that as PT students in Ithaca, like the PT students at Ithaca, they're some of the brightest students that Ithaca has to offer, and the fact that they're taking away such a valuable resource to these students, I was just like, are we trying to bring down these, are we trying to decrease the quality of education that they're getting? Does this also include the summer anatomy?
It does.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. Because that's one thing, like when you're coming to Ithaca, you look forward to, I have this summer anatomy course in Rochester.
You don't learn by looking at a computer program. You don't learn by looking at books. You learn by doing. I'm always going to recommend Ithaca College. It just seems like they would lose a lot of power in that. They would have to do some significant changes at Ithaca to make the program how it is now.
That's actually a funny question because I have a family friend that's a freshman at IC, and she had connected with me through Facebook and was asking about the PT program, and I was just raving about it, saying the summer anatomy is such a great component of it, it's such a great experience, it's one that you don't get at a lot of other places, and it's really amazing educationally. And you know, looking back on it now, I almost was about to write her back and say, you might want to rethink your decision if the program does change, because it really, the people that it's going to affect immediately are the currently enrolled undergrads, and I don't know, I would think twice about transferring into the program rather than transferring to another school and really getting a solid doctorate education.
Being in Rochester, we've learned so much more. I feel like this year alone, I've just been I'm flawed with how much the knowledge I'm coming out with. Not having this Rochester component would be a huge blow. So I feel like I would recommend it, but at the same time I would have to be hesitant and just be like, listen, you don't have that Rochester opportunity, just kind of take it, do the best you can. It's kind of tough because I don't know what it's going to be like. We don't know. Maybe it's good, maybe it'll be positive, but at the same time, I can't see how it will be, especially with all the resources that are available here. They won't be available in Ithaca.
Came to Ithaca because wrestling and the PT program. I wrestled my 5 years here, and I've gone to school for 7, so I mean, it's probably the best decision I've ever made to come to Ithaca for the PT program.
It would be really tough for us. We have the connections with Island Health in Ithaca, but I really don't think we have the connections with Canadian Medical Center or the patient population down in Ithaca to really have the patient experiences we have in all of our labs. Like for today's example, we had all of those amputees come in, and that's a really important component that we need to see, and I don't really think we'd be able to get that same experience down in Ithaca.
I just hope that Ithaca, whoever's making these decisions, they bring in, I feel like the decision's being made quantity over quality, and I feel like they should really look into the quality that they're taking away from the DPT program.
Another thought that needs to be considered is a term that I would call regionalization of the program. In the surrounding area, there's a lot of up-and-coming and strong PT programs, including the Ithaca program. A couple that come to mind would be the UB program, the Nazareth program, the Quinnipiac program. You need to think about what is going to be your clincher, what's going to be the finisher to bring the student to Ithaca in comparison to those other 3 schools. What comes down and what's a clincher is things that you're not going to get at the other programs. You're not going to get the Rochester location and the connections that come with it. You're not going to get the ability to go out to the outreaching community, network with other therapists, with other high-ranking medical officials, prosthetic organizers.
So please, I graciously ask you to reconsider the consolidation of the Rochester campus, because this one-time $2 million savings would result in a weakening of a nationally ranked PT program, the loss of extensive networking opportunities and committed professional staff members, and result in the loss of a lifetime of opportunity